Earlier today, you said, I feel like healing is coming. What gives you that hope tonight?
That I got the vaccine in my arm. I got the vaccine in my arm, and so I feel a huge sense of relief. I feel that public safety and public health.
Days later.
Our weakness.
Public health will be restored. Although we are far away, I see a light at the end of the tunnel. I see a light at the end of the tunnel. I see a light at the end of the tunnel.
Continue to gain ground in the war against the unseen enemy, and I see light at the end of the tunnel. I actually see a lot of light at the end of the tunnel, and we're starting the process. We're starting a very, very powerful, important process. You see the line.
They tell me I am the first person to take the vaccine, so woohoo!
We're about to go into a dark winter. A dark winter.
This world is our playground now. World is our playground now.
Come on, let's go.
But the sky's on fire.
Baby, play that back, man.
Let's move into something.
Largest front will hit in less than 24 hours.
If you are hearing this broadcast, seek shelter immediately.
What is it? What's going on?
If you are hearing this broadcast,
Hang on, Nathan.
shelter immediately.
December has a lot of programming, a lot of rituals, alignments. Everything is on point and on timing right now. And now they're saying here in this article, it says former Israeli space security chief says extraterrestrials exist and Trump knows about it.
Aliens exist and President Trump knows about it. That's according to Israel's former space security chief. In an interview with an Israeli newspaper, he said the aliens have been waiting until today for humanity to develop and reach a stage where we will understand in general what space and spaceships are.
Well, this is quite a story, and it comes from the man who headed Israel's space security program for nearly 30 years. Chaim Eshed is making the extraordinary claim that the United States and Israel have been in contact with a group of aliens for years, not immigrants, but extraterrestrials. He has called them the Galactic Federation of Aliens, and he says President Trump is aware of the existence of these aliens and had been on the verge of revealing their secrets, he claims, but was asked not to do so by the Federation in order to prevent what he calls mass hysteria.
With everything going on, this is part of the alien programming, also deception, because they will not acknowledge that this goes from a spiritual standpoint, and we must understand what is truly taking place.
It's not until it's in our city, at our doors, that we realize how fragile we are. All of us. All of this.
The whole Orion constellation, the winter solstice, the Jupiter-Saturn alignment, everything is happening and taking place as it's supposed to.
Your warriors bring the fight straight to the enemy so that American families can sleep soundly at home. We've been building up our military. We spent $2.5 trillion in the last 3.5 years, and we've never had anything like it in terms of equipment and all of the elements that we put together. Space Force, we're very proud of, brand new. Nobody thought that could happen. So we spent $2.5 trillion, all new tanks and missiles and rockets, and everything is tippy-top. Nobody thought we could ever get there. We've done it quickly. Most of the equipment is there. Much of it is there. Most of it's coming. The rest of it's coming in over the next, I would say, 6 months to 12 months.
They're calling this the Great Conjunction on the exact day of the winter solstice, December 21st, 2020. The Christmas star will be the closest visible conjunction of Jupiter and Saturn in 800 years.
On the December solstice, we'll be able to witness something humans have not seen in nearly 800 years. Jupiter and Saturn will seem incredibly close to one another, looking like one single bright star.
I want to point out a few things that's very important. This whole spell casting that was created by what happened with the whole pandemic. So they shut down the economy, and not just America, but pretty much the whole world.
And it's an artificial closing. It's not like we have a massive recession or worse. It's artificial because we turned it off. Think of what we're doing.
And so the key word here is reopen or opening. This is all being manifested.
You may have seen more moving trucks or neighbors packing up during the pandemic. Well, that's because millions of Americans are relocating as campuses shut down, homes are lost, and some seek more space to roam.
But now I believe this is all getting everyone ready for the big event to happen.
And we're going to make a decision, and hopefully it's going to be the right decision. I will say this, I want to get it open as soon as we can. We have to get our country open, Jeff.
Now, what I want to talk about of this reopening and what it means and tie it into some of the other stuff that has been happening. Now, you have been hearing about these monoliths that have been appearing, disappearing, and reappearing again.
Go down to investigate the alien life form. Okay, who does this kind of stuff?
I guess this is the thing now, right? So be prepared to see these everywhere. Oh dear.
Now, there's copycats as well. This is very much a subliminal meaning for a real event that is taking place all around the world or may soon to come. And this goes from everything happening in the earthly realm. So these monoliths, they are a representation of obelisks, and obelisks are from ancient times. They are a symbol for or even a direct link to teleportation, portals like Stargate, and extra-dimensional beings, and so on.
Egypt has a number of obelisks in it, and those obelisks are 4,000 or 5,000 years old. And the obelisks in Ethiopia may be that old too. Obelisks, they're a piece of crystalline granite, and within the granite is quartz crystal. So obelisks themselves are, in a sense, a crystal tower with all of the properties that quartz crystal brings to technology. It's an antenna. And any antenna can receive a broadcast, and it can give a broadcast. And then we have these ancient obelisks that were at one point apparently all around the world. It would seem that there was a worldwide system.
Now we have the Jupiter and Saturn alignment taking place on December 21st. Now tie this into the monoliths and what they represent. The obelisk, the portal opening, the reopening, like I mentioned earlier. This is all part of the programming, guys. This is all part of the manifestation. And then we have this alignment comes at a perfect time. So therefore, this could very well be a ritual of some sort.
Reopen! Reopen! Reopen!
Casting energy, manifesting the programming into reality. Now this would mean a big event is taking place. I keep saying that because that is what's happening here.
We now are getting word that the fragment has hit Central Florida.
Oh my God.
Wait, are some more pieces gonna hit?
Come on, let's go.
But the sky's on fire.
Space agencies are predicting an extinction level event.
We're gonna be together, all right, kiddo? We're just trying to get to safety.
They've been tracking the military flights to bunkers in Greenland.
It's our only chance.
Move back!
If you are hearing this broadcast, seek shelter immediately.
What is it? What's going on?
If you are hearing this broadcast, seek shelter immediately.
So let me add on to this. There's also this commercial of Satan meeting 2020, and there's subliminal programming in this video, but what caught me the most at the end was the meteor strikes, because there's also other predictive programming to that as well.
I just don't want this year to end.
Who would?
And that is why I'm shining a light on this and trying to put the pieces together, because when others watch this and our minds collaborate, we can actually picture what is going on sometimes. We can all learn from each other and keep on giving this knowledge to one another, because no matter what, the elite are the gatekeepers of knowledge. So we are going to face this head on, and that is what I'm doing. With that being said, have faith, remain vigilant, and God bless you all.